question from email for all the panelists. How important is the liturgical life of the church to your lay ministry? How important is the liturgical life of the church to your lay ministry? We'll let Yonanis answer this while the other panelists have an opportunity to think about their answers.
Liturgical life is essential to our ministry.
It is my vocation.
It is. Without it, what would I be doing?
I guess personally, as a follow-up, again, how do you balance the demands of hospitality and the demands of the business of running a monastery with the liturgical life, which is your vocation?
Well, I think that's also not so complicated because, when visitors come, they're included in the liturgical life, and they get to experience it with us. So that's a blessing for them, a blessing for us, and they leave spiritually enriched.
Thank you. Others, liturgical life, Mrs. Barker.
Well, it's primary, it's important. It's the whole curriculum for the children is based on the divine liturgy, and having them become more familiar with aspects of the divine liturgy. So it's brought it so much more alive for me. I go into church and I can't wait to see what color cloth is on the holy table and what is that other thing there. I never saw that, and I'm peeking my head every time to try to get a glimpse of the protheses because we never get to go back there, and I'm teaching people about this now. And I'm encouraged, and I'm seeing it through a different light in so many ways because it's so sensorial. The whole church is so sensorial, and the child is in their sensitive periods of learning sensorially. But it's just so spiritual, and being able to bring that to children, and always knowing that the Sunday school room, the catechism, never replaces the divine liturgy. Never. It's always, if we could only have them in one place, we'd have them in church, not in school.
If we don't have the divine liturgy at the center of our faith, then we really can't go out and do what we do. You can't be faith-based without having the divine liturgy as your focal point and participating in every service, or at least every Sunday. You can't. If I didn't go to church every Sunday, I can't teach my altar boys what the icon screen is, or the pattern, or the star, whatever, all of that. I can't. I don't know it, so you have to participate in order to be a teacher of anything. To be in your faith, you have to be liturgically based. We're given that gift. I don't understand how you really could be a fulfilled Orthodox Christian if you're not in church on Sunday.
I'd like to add to what Chris was saying, and he had mentioned that earlier, that we give of ourselves, and just our presence and our way of work or business and dealing with others is what shows others that we're Christian. And one of the reasons why I recently stopped being a Sunday school teacher was because after Holy Communion, the students leave. And that meant that I had to leave with them. And after doing it for 3 years, I found myself unable to leave after Holy Communion and to sit out during the last part of the service. I needed to have an actual complete divine liturgy in order for me to recharge my batteries and to give to the students and give to everyone else around me. So.
I run into the opposite. I can't get my altar boys to go to Sunday school because they don't want to leave the service, which isn't a bad thing, but then the Sunday school teachers are saying, well, they need to come to Sunday school, so I'm at a battle of, you have to go, and I have to go on the hall and make sure they go to Sunday school. They all want to stay, the guys want to stay, which is a good thing, but they do need to, it's a rock and a hard spot, they do need to go to Sunday school, and I agree with you very much that that completion is, you miss if you're not going right to the end and hearing the ending and the dismissal and all of that, but Elaine's right. It has to be the center of your life in order to do, for everything that I do. I have another ministry that I do. We feed the veterans at Thanksgiving. My father was a World War II veteran. And we actually lost a young man to one of the wars. And I've done this since I was 16 to feed veterans because of that. And his parents I've come to know very, very well. They're Orthodox. And we pray, we go to church every Sunday and I see them every Sunday, it reminds me that if their faith is true enough and they go to church every Sunday with their 2 other older sons, that they pray even though that they lost their son, then you know what, I can do that to be inspired enough to do what I do. If you don't go, you're not going to be, it's empty.